Hey everyone, Thornton Smash here, and as most of you know, Apex Legends has been changing a lot of their monetization practices, which has also annoyed a lot of us, especially when it comes to the Battle Pass. But something we haven't seen since Season 19, I believe, with the Fuse Heirloom is, well, an actual character heirloom. We seem to be getting more universal ones, and there's another one on the way, but the question is, when are they going to return, what are we going to be getting, and what is the future of heirlooms in Apex Legends? All that being said, we're going to cover that in today's topic. We're also going to give about $45. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about what's going on with heirlooms in Apex Legends. So Apex Legends has been changing a lot of its monetization and content, and when we look at the next collection of it coming out, which is the Void Reckoning, and just the likes to dislikes ratio, it's pretty crazy. Right now it's just at 5,700 likes, which is insanely low for a brand new event, and 43,000 dislikes. So it's obvious that the community is pretty upset about it. And yes, a lot of that has to do with the fact that, once again, more monetization changes are coming, such as the Battle Pass, which has seen a lot of backlash. But also, I'm going to be honest, after watching the trailer, it's kind of hard to get hyped for it because there's really just not a lot in it. Now, of course, there's a ton of great skins, but it's missing one of the biggest souls of Apex Legends, and that's the heirlooms. Yes, there is a reactive havoc, although they've made it clear that's not the heirloom reward, despite being the hardest thing to obtain at 2.6% chance. But it's kind of hard to get excited about a Battle Pass reactive, which is ironic because it's the whole thing they're actually changing. But yeah, bringing back a reactive Battle Pass skin isn't really a huge banger. Along with that, the TDM mode does look a little bit fun. It's 12v12, but the soul of Apex Legends has always been, well, the Legends. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, is it not? We love each individual character, their personalities, and one of the great things about them is, well, their heirlooms, and we haven't seen one since Season 19 with fuses. Now, there was a Newcastle heirloom found in the files, which was this cool sword and could have been pretty interesting with the night event. However, according to a lot of people, it's been scrapped and they're gonna do something completely different if they even decide to do something different. And instead, they're gonna once again do that reactive heirloom, but the next heirloom that we have seen in the files that seems the most concrete is actually something from Yorotsuki, which is gonna be a karambit, which is basically one of the Counter-Strike 2 heirlooms, or, you know, cosmetics, which is one of their most highly coveted. So it seems like Apex Legends is moving away. What I found really interesting about this is we also know there was a Bloodhound heirloom recolor in the files. It's this lava themed thing right here. This is a concept art of what it could have been, but we did know that it was supposed to come for a Rag Army event, and that Rag Knight was supposed to be Newcastle's heirloom, both in Season 19. Oddly enough, both have been scrapped and removed 100%, showing that Apex Legends seems to be wanting to move away from that. That's even more compounded by the fact that, well, we got all these new universal guitars in the game, and then death boxes. Don't even get me started on the death box. I don't know why this was a thing. If you wanted to throw in cosmetic death boxes, sure, but making it heirloom worthy is just, at this point, we're gonna move towards stickers pretty soon. I'm not even joking. And the universal is pretty cool. You can customize it, you got exotic shards, but they are a little soulless. Nothing has to do anything with the personality of the characters. Like, for instance, Pathfinder's boxing gloves, which then has Bloodhound's Raven come out and he has to try to like punch it in midair. And it was just a nice homage to Pathfinder and the Raven combating each other. And of course, you know, we have heirloom recolors in the game. The last one I think was actually Octane's Knife, which we once again saw in, I think, Season 20. Haven't seen one this season at all. The next one apparently comes thanks to Ritz King, who did let us know there are brand new animations for Bangalore, and so that got updated in the files, and it is apparently coming in Season 22. And while heirloom recolors are cool and they add the animations, I think that's actually pretty key and a nice homage to those legends that needed updated ones. Again, it's a recolor, so we don't get anything new to see for the character necessarily. They're also being very weird with how they do heirloom recolors. For instance, Crypto got a heirloom recolor, but it was never even for a collection event. It was just thrown into the store for 150 shards, which is very confusing because I can't figure out exactly what Apex Legends, Respawn, or EA want to do with their monetization. They're going in crazy wild ways that the community doesn't like, and they're going away from something that the community actually loved and giving us kind of, you know, soulless cash grabs. Again, this is something that continually happens. And you could look at the fact that our legend release is getting a lot slower. There's only a few legends that don't have heirlooms on this list that you can see. Most of them are newer legends like Ballistic, Catalyst, Newcastle, unfortunately scrapped, Vantage, Alter, which is brand new, Mad Maggie, Conduit, and that's pretty much it. And the question is, well, are we actually moving away from heirlooms for the near future? because there's been no indication that we have a new heirloom on the way after Newcastle's was scrapped. We're still getting prestige skins, and I'm going to be perfectly honest here, they've kind of declined in quality. The Lifeline prestige skin, I think they could have done a lot more with, like make it actually tie into her lore. Once again, this is something where they're moving away from something that makes them unique, and instead they just gave her a skin that is themed after Caustic because the event was a swap of characters. But the prestige skin should have still been something very unique, maybe a lab coat or something that kind of evolved in that sense. And it would be nice if some of these actually included unique intro animations. Instead, they throw them in for select OP bundle animations, like this one right here for Horizons that you can see on screen, where Alter comes in and steals her pen. Those are pretty cool touches, and it shows that the community and Apex Legends is still thinking about it, and that's what we really want to see. That being said, I don't know if they're ever going to throw in unique intro animations. We're still waiting on dive trails for old prestige skins like Caustic, Bangalore, Wraith, and Bloodhound, and according to some sources, such as Eternal Storm and Pornhub, they had ones done, such as Caustic being Venomous Snakes, Bangalore Rocket with Thick Smoke, Wraith with Void Energy, and Bloodhound Ravens. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand why they're adding in new monetization stuff, like the Battle Pass and Universal Heirlooms, yet not going back and rewarding the players who spent money early on in this game. It almost feels like they said, we got your money, so now there's nothing left for us to do, we'll get to it when we can. Yet they're updating animations for an Heirloom recolor for Bangalore and adding in a lot of other stuff. That'll cost us more money. I don't know whether this was an EA or a Respawn decision to go ahead and move in a different direction, but it does kind of hurt the game in terms of its popularity. It's no wonder that with all these monetization changes, people are upset. But to go ahead and actually remove a monetization system, which, you know, didn't always make people happy because it was a $160 heirloom, but in my personal opinion, the heirlooms held the best value because you could get it for your favorite legend and it was a special piece of lore tied to that legend. Now it's just recolors, skins that don't evolve in-game, and instead you have to do damage to get them with a dive trail that used to be a free reward for ranked, and reactive battle pass skins as the highly coveted reward for the upcoming collection event, which, as I pointed out earlier, no one seems that excited for. There's a lot of great community content that are making up their own kind of heirlooms that can be seen in the future, but I really hope that Respawn and EA don't move away from the original heirloom set and instead try to chase the almighty dollar with these universal ones, because that, I think, would actually be a bigger blow to the player base than going ahead and doing the battle pass. And the battle pass is bad enough as is, as most of you are aware. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the current state of heirlooms in Apex Legends? Do you want to see more character ones come, or are you happy with the universal and the customization options they have? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell. There's amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, everyone, keep slinging the outlands. See you out there.